Welcome to episode 3 of the Alex Cora Center for Kids Who Can't Hit Good. I'm going to leave it there. We have Adam joining us at 8:10 because he changes it on the fly. What's up, Mike?
Not much, Dave. How you doing?
Good. We were just talking about what we're watching, and I have the Braves on, and then you have the Mets on, and there's
Yep.
two returning forces enter. Where is the game? Is it in New York
It's in
City?
Yankee Stadium. Yep.
So
So
Soto
he,
returning to the 1 year stay with the Yankees.
yep, he got booed pretty hard his first at bat, and then gave him a nice wave when he came out to right field.
Oh, so they booed him. Okay.
Yeah, but he was
Um,
smiling the whole time. He tipped his cap.
I guess it's expected. But did the Yankees even offer him to stay?
I don't know. I think it almost was like a they people kind of knew he was going to leave if somebody threw the right amount of money at him, I guess.
I don't remember the Yankees even being like contesting with the Mets. Like I don't what team?
Yeah, yeah. I think it was like I don't know. They always throw the Blue Jays in there for whatever fucking reason when there's a free agent, but they never go there.
Shohei. I remember they were following
I
his
don't know
flight.
who else. Yeah, I mean, I guess the Padres were probably in the mix, and Dodgers. Obviously, everybody
Oh,
thinks
that would have
Dodgers are
been.
always.
I'm glad he went to the Mets over the Dodgers. That would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I have a nice little Dodger that I just picked up.
Ooh.
They called up a catcher slash outfielder prospect
Oh,
to
okay.
back up Will Smith because all Barnes is hurt right now. So Dalton Rushing, he went 2 for 4 with 3 runs and a walk in his first game.
Can only go down from there.
Yeah, that was a very fun game to watch because it was I believe 19-2 or one final for the Dodgers.
Oh, that was last
And
night.
yep. And a position player came in and struck out Otani on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
I saw that highlight. Yeah, can't touch
It
89.
was it was so and he immediately was like, save that ball. Do not get rid of that ball.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that
Um,
was a all Otani bobblehead night. And
they
he led off with a home run. He hit a second home run. Yeah.
should
We're
just do
lucky to have
bobblehead
him.
night. They should do the Shohei night because I think he does it every time it says bobblehead night.
Yep. Yeah.
Just to finish the piece we were talking about, so Chris Sale is the other guy who returns to Boston. Now, they traded him to the Braves for who was that second baseman? I can't think of his because he's not even playing with the Red Sox now. V. Vaughn Grissom.
Ah, Von Grissom. Yeah.
And it was at the time, I think, I mean, the Braves were only paying because they got the Red Sox to pay Sale's contract. So he played for the Braves for 1 million that first year. Last year,
Hmm.
he won the Cy Young. They extended him or whatever, reworked it. So now they're paying him, obviously. But that Vaughn Grissom is not even, I don't think they DFA'd him, but I think he's in their minors but like doesn't have, if you look at the Red Sox lineup, there's no
Yeah, there's no path for him to get to the majors now, I
run.
don't think.
So does that go down? I don't know how much Sale has left in the tank. He hit 99 tonight, but coming into the first year with the Cy Young, does this rank as one of the worst trades?
It's pretty bad, especially if the Sox felt like they were in a spot to contend, because you don't want to let a pitcher like that go.
You think it was like
And
they
it's,
came to the agreement, they thought Sale was done, and they were
I
just
think
kind of
that's what it
like,
was. It was they bet on him not staying healthy, and the Braves took a chance on him, and it worked out.
thankfully for the Braves, they needed a pitcher last year, so that worked.
Yeah.
Um, well, we don't really have an agenda to go through. I have some things here.
Hmm.
Adam might have something when he joins. I know you have some stuff. We have
Yeah, I have
some.
a
I
couple
want
of
to.
quick hitter things too, as
Okay.
always.
I I don't know who watches, who listens, but for those out there that do,
Out in the ether.
um, we have some fun segments planned. It just requires our research and time to put towards it. Mike had a really, I think well, the first was you had the first one. I won't even tease it. It was like a
Yeah.
a draft. Maybe I will tease it. It's like a draft of. You explain it. I'll butcher it. Go for it.
Yeah, so it's basically like a position or a I guess you call it like a unit draft. So pitcher, starting pitching, relief pitching, defense or infield, outfield. Um, Draft those units, but we were going to do it the last 10 years. So you could draft the 2024 Dodgers outfield and name your, favorite pitching staff from the last 10 years.
Yeah. Now that Phillies staff where they had Cliff Lee, Roy Halladay, who was that there? Oh, Cole Hamels.
Yep.
That's over 10 years ago now, isn't it? That was
Yeah, I
'08.
mean, we could even do of the last 25 years. That would probably be a little easy. I mean, and then that gives you a lot bigger
Yeah.
pool to select from.
I mean, Joe Blanton. Joe Blanton.
I
When
think
pitchers hit.
the best will be when we do the whole thing and not one time any Giants anything gets drafted and they've won multiple World Series.
Yeah.
Maybe the most underrated franchise in the history of baseball.
Does that count? That 5 year span, they won 3 World Series. Does that count as a dynasty?
I don't know because it's did they at no point in any of those did they even during the seasons did they feel like the best team?
I remember Madison Bumgarner, was it the last one they won where he came in relief
Yep.
after pitching game one, game
Yeah,
four,
on very short rest, like 1 day rest or 2 days.
and he did like a 3 inning, 4 inning save and was just
Yep.
unhittable. I mean, it's
Hmm.
crazy he signed that contract with the Diamondbacks and did nothing positive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess he left it all out there with that. He was, I think, on all three of those World Series teams.
Yep.
And it's just, he was my favorite to watch. And then, like, growing up, I guess I was like 20s, but he was fun to
Yeah.
just be a part of. Like, you wanted to root for Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah, and he's a big game pitcher. Is so fun. Like a guy that really delivers in the playoffs is always fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Unlike his division rival, Clayton Kershaw,
Yeah,
who comes off the IL tomorrow. So we'll see if he has anything left.
yeah, that would be
Um,
nice. You picked him up, right?
I did. I'm trying.
Yeah,
We saw how McCullers went.
that was not great.
We'll see. We'll see if he can right that ship. But
Yeah,
I'm rooting for him because he hadn't pitched since 2022. But to go a third
yeah,
of an inning and give up seven, we were just like, I don't know if I can.
it could be good for him. What's old is new again this year with Chris Sale's back. DeGrom is looking phenomenal. He
Hmm.
had good pitching matchup. I think either last night or the night before it was him and Hunter Brown. They both went 8 innings.
Oh, good. So he's pitching long.
Yeah,
DeGrom's
that was
going
that
deep.
was probably his longest start of the. It had to have been. I don't think he's gone 8 innings yet, but
Yeah.
he seems to be ramping up. So you just knock on wood, hope he stays healthy because
For
baseball is just
baseball,
more fun. Yeah,
if he's good, that's just fun to watch. I mean,
it is.
he was elite with the Mets, and then he's one of those pitchers you just rooted for, similar to Mad Bum,
Hmm.
like just how good he
Yep.
was. You want that greatness. It's like I don't know how people root against, Tiger Woods or even LeBron James. I mean, I know the whining and
Yeah.
comes off bad, but like we're witnessing.
Yeah. You need to appreciate these guys when they're around because when they're gone, you're like, oh man, this sucks.
Well, what's going to happen now? LeBron and Steph Curry. I mean, they're kind of done. Like,
Yep.
who is that? Who's the one? I don't think
I
Jalen
mean,
Brunson.
it's people don't root for him like it is, but Nikola Jokic is on Denver is the best. He might be the best basketball player I've ever seen.
He went almost triple double last night.
He's unbelievable.
This is a baseball podcast, but
I can't help it.
he he's like contested for MVP by the guy he's playing against, right? On the
Yep.
Thunder. But
Yeah,
he
that
doesn't have as
was
good a numbers. I don't understand it.
no, he Jokic just won this would be his third straight, I think, if he won it as two. So
Yeah.
for whatever reason they're weird about that. And Shea, I think Shea was very important to his team as well. But and he averaged 32 or 3 points a game.
Hmm.
So he's a great scorer, but Jokic is the best. He was top five in scoring rebounding and assists.
He can do
I
everything.
think, yeah, he's great.
Um, I do have a quote here. I was watching baseball with my kids, and it wasn't even that big of a moment. You know, it's too early in the night. We would watch, this is like a week ago. We would watch early Braves games, you know, first couple innings before they go to bed. And I think Ozuna was up working a full count with like first and second, two outs. And then Harrison, here's the quote. He goes, I got the goosebumps. I'm sweaty. So at such a young age, at 7, he's still, I mean, he's getting caught up in, he feels it. I mean, he's playing
Yeah.
the next level up in baseball. He's starting to get it. Emery
Hmm.
too. Emery bites her damn nails when she watches the Braves. She's just like me, but
Yeah.
it's very fun to see that they're kind of understanding the game. They get that feeling, right?
Hmm.
When you watch a Braves, or I'm sorry, you watch a baseball game, you're just like
Yeah.
you get that tense. That's what baseball
Yep.
is. And already at that age, they're starting to feel it. It's fun.
Yeah. That's a conversation I have with a lot of people that baseball is an interesting sport fan wise because I think it's one of the pro sports that has the fewest fans that didn't play it. Where NFL, there's a lot of people that love the NFL that never played football, and there's a lot of
Mhm.
people that watch the NBA that never played basketball. But it seems like the majority of baseball fans are people that had played either baseball or softball because it is a difficult game for some people to wrap their head around too.
Um, teaching, I'm coaching Harrison, and it's amazing. You try and just go out there and be like, oh, it's baseball. Go. There's so many little things you got to teach them, and
I
you
know.
almost you try your best to like not assume they know things.
Hmm.
They don't know where right field is. They don't know
Yeah.
left field. Throw to second. They're like some of them are like I don't know where.
Yeah.
You know, it
Or
interesting.
like the concept of like tagging up is like crazy, like
Um,
nuts. you know.
I don't even know. I'm thinking now. So we play in like 8U. Um,
Yeah.
Harrison's 7, so he's in first grade, and then we have third graders on our team. So I guess some kids are young for their age, whatever. Tonight we had a game, and one of our better kids was at first base. Nobody out, first and second. Pop up. This kid catches it, steps on first because the kid came off. So two
Yeah.
outs.
Yeah.
We had a chance at a triple play,
Yeah.
and we're like, throw to second, throw to second.
Yeah.
But the kid that's playing short was just looking in the outfield. I didn't know what is going on. And the kid
Yeah.
that ran from second doesn't know. He's like, his coaches are yelling at him to go back to second.
You
It's
see
just
every
chaos.
kid's like, yeah.
We really should have had the kid that caught it, stepped on
Just
second,
run to
just run to
second
second.
base. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it didn't happen. We didn't turn a
Yeah.
triple play, but all the coaches were like, "Whoa, we were this close to."
That would have been the funniest thing because the only people that would have reacted would have been the parents and the coaches, and the kids would be like, "What do we do? Yeah,
Yeah, they don't
what
know.
happened? I did good. Yeah,
I went over and whispered to the parents. I was like, "We almost just turned a triple play," and some of them were
yeah,
like, "What?" And I was like, some of them were nodding like we were yelling too. But
yeah,
yeah, the kids would be like, "I don't know. Oh, wait, do we
yeah,
hit?" Or
yeah.
so yeah, I got the goosebumps. I'm sweaty. It's just good for kids. It's fun. I think as long as I always love baseball, so it's good to see
Well,
kids
and
still
that's the
enjoy it.
thing. Watching it on TV. It's first and foremost should be entertaining, or at least get you have you engaged to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yes. So good. Um, might have a cameo. You will say hi. It's just Mike, not Adam. Hi.
Hey,
Say something about baseball. Your favorite player.
who's your favorite player?
Acuna. Might be coming back next week. All right. Love you.
Sweet.
Good night.
Bye.
All right. So I have a segment here. I didn't mean to tease it. We kind of ran out of time last week.
Hmm.
Literally cut off.
Yeah.
To
Very the suspense. Yeah.
scream out what it is to burn Finch. But anyway, I had one. I said if it makes Tom laugh, it's a good it's something good. So I have that on here. I mean, we'll get to it, but I want to do
All right.
yours first. It's called Grim Keepers.
Oh God.
And I updated our spreadsheet to kind of look back and see who are the worst keepers for each of us over the
I
years.
love I love this idea.
When I said it came to me, the Grim Keeper, but I can tell you who we were talking about. Who's Tom's? Do you know it right off the top?
Um, yes, don't. He's had a few.
Yes.
Uh, Austin. Who was the Rays? Wasn't there a Rays outfielder he kept?
Oh, Austin Meadows.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Did he
thinking of
keep
him. That's
him?
a good one. Chris Davis was the one. He was
KR. Yes.
KH.
KRS Davis. KRS Davis. Yes.
So we already
Hey,
know
we've all
Tom's.
we've all had some. Yeah.
I looked
Uh,
at mine. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
yeah.
Um, all
Well,
right. So
I think I might have one this year. I think Duran may end up being. He's been good, but not keeper
he just hit a
level.
triple. So
Yeah.
all right, let's do your quick hitters.
Yeah, so I just have a couple little. Um, so I believe it was Wednesday night. Forgive me if my nights are off, my days are off.
I
Uh,
forgive you.
so five walk-off home runs the other night, all in the same night.
Really?
Capped off with Tatis home run at the end of the night, which I will send a video of it in the group chat because there's a side view of it and he adjusts his timing mid pitch, and it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen because they show him
Jeez.
take his step and he does a little hitch and then just rips it for a home run and drops the bat and goes first. It's crazy. I was hoping Adam would be on for this because PCA, Mr. Pete Crow Armstrong, has been one of the best players in baseball this year. Today, in the first Cubs White Sox game, 4 for 5 with a home run, 2 runs, and 6 RBIs.
Wow.
I
And they were
believe he's
saying,
behind Judge, and he may be the third outfielder in baseball for fantasy. Also, Twins have won 11 in a row, going for 12 in a row tonight.
and they've lost players.
Yep.
Buxton and Correa collided.
Hmm.
They're out, and they keep winning.
Yeah. And most home runs since the 2024 All Star break. Shohei Ohtani, 40. Aaron Judge, 39. Kyle Schwarber, 34. Eugenio Suarez, 33. And Corbin Carroll, 31. Another player having a great year so far.
He didn't have a good year last year, so that surprises me that he's in that
I
list.
think he may be second in home runs, right? I think he has 14. Judge has 15. Or Ohtani has 15.
Good for Testa to hold on to him. I know he was thinking about not keeping Carroll.
And we also have to be on 400 watch because today's May 16th and Aaron Judge is still hitting 400.
Incredible.
It's he's so good.
We have to talk about that too. That's on my, I have a list. I've an Annie, are you okay segment, and I want to go through our fantasy, I guess, managers.
Yeah,
The
let's do
defending
it.
champion, Kevin, has
Hmm.
Judge, and he's
Yeah,
in like last place.
yeah,
Then I was going to argue like, oh well, Paul, it's clear he needed Shohei to be good. No,
yeah.
wrong. Charlie Murphy, wrong.
Wrong.
Um, but that's some good stats. I didn't know there were five walk-off homers in the same night. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, so that's the second time it's happened this year, and I think the record for the most times in a season that's happened is like 9. So
Really.
yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah,
Eugenio Suarez is an interesting. He hit four home runs against the Braves in one game,
yep,
and it was hard. Like you're watching, you're like, oh yeah, well he can't do it again in the ninth inning. And nope, he ties it up in the ninth with a home run, and you're like, okay. And then they lose. So you hit four home runs and your team loses. You're just like,
tough.
what else
That's
can
tough.
can
Yeah,
someone else
yeah,
help me?
yeah. Somebody help me.
Um, do you have any more?
Nope, that's all I got. If you want to do one of your,
Well, I want to give an update on our views. Our first pod this year, we had 17 views. Hey, I think that would mean someone in this group watched. Uh, but the last one, we only have three views.
I
Something
noticed that,
we
and
have
I'm one of them.
to maybe we have to put some like something racy as our cover art.
Yeah, you just have to do a blacked out picture or something,
Just yeah,
just with like nipple tape over your.
Justin Timberlake and Janet, bring that back.
Yeah.
Um, well, let's go through real quick. Let's just go through the standings and maybe we can just talk that through. And then we can go into the Annie, are you okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
So you're in first. Of course you want to do this.
That's right.
You're only up by one though over Paul. You beat me by one last week,
Yep.
and I actually went up in the standings, so that's nice. Last week was a lot of close matchups, so it kind
Yeah.
of there was like one. I think Brian, yeah, the 2007 Mets, he might have had a bad loss and fell, opening the door for me and Lute to move up. So you, Paul, me, Lute. I'm gonna click on Lute's team. I don't really know his team. I just read today that Rutschman's not doing well, but I see he has him.
Mm.
Yeah, he's struggling a little, but I mean, I don't love his team. What the hell?
I think the Orioles as a whole, fantasy wise, have underperformed.
Yeah. As soon as I traded for
Everybody,
Gunner, he started hitting them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I have Holiday, who's not really hitting.
I had him as he's tough because he has. You're just like you don't want to let him go because you just feel like he's going to eventually figure it out. He's still so young.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to let him
Plus,
go.
there's another one coming up, another holiday.
Is there?
Yeah, another brother
From the same
because
mother?
they're all Matt Holiday kids.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah,
I didn't know he had more.
yeah.
I mean, what am I looking at here on Lute's team? Like, what the hell? Why is he
What am I looking at?
what? I mean, Robbie Ray's having a good year. Good for him.
Yep.
Brian Wu, is he doing good? Yeah, he's starting to. He was always like 5 innings. He wouldn't go six, but now he's starting to go. Yeah, yeah, he's having a good year.
Pitching is like pitching every year just seems like so volatile. Like even when you have good pitchers.
Yeah, like Fromber gives up like 5 earned in the first 2 innings, but then pitches 8 innings, and you're like, well, I guess that's good, but you gave
Yeah.
up five. He has
I think one of the best changes we ever made was the save holds.
yeah, that makes
Such
it
a nice,
easier for everyone.
especially with a deeper league.
Oh
It's
yeah,
better to do that. Yeah.
saves would have killed us, and I'm glad we got rid of the complete games and made quality starts. That's a good one.
Yeah. Because they're just as rare as complete games were when we first started doing them.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen any of them.
No.
They might be worse, less,
And I had like
more rare.
Lorenzen. I had him. He was set up perfectly for a quality start, and they brought him back in the seventh. Gave up another run, lost a quality start, lost the game. Tough.
Were you watching it?
No, I was just following it on my phone. Yeah,
Oh, sometimes when you watch it, you're like, please, please don't put him back
because
out.
I saw him go six. I'm like, all right, let's go, get him out of
Yeah,
there. And I checked like 10 minutes later. I was like, why did he go back in? Yeah,
yeah,
I'm looking. I'm
six in
like,
the
wait, I didn't
third.
get it. I was like, he didn't get a quality start. What the hell?
Well, you picked him up on the last pod. You were like, it's hard to stream pitchers and get quality starts. And then you picked him up against me and you went seven no earned runs, like 10 Ks. I
Yeah,
was
he
like,
pitched great. He's been
cool.
he's been trending up lately.
He does well. He's a good pitcher. He went from reliever to starter and he's done great.
Yeah, and I've been as long as I don't have a starter really blow up, I have my relievers are pitching enough to keep my ERA down a
That's
little bit.
good.
So,
Not if you have Tanner Hawk.
and I dropped Presley because he's
I
not
saw
really
that.
getting saved
Yeah.
after that one bad. He's not really getting a lot of high leverage situations right now. So there's no use playing him if he's pitching in the sixth and seventh. Really,
hmm all right, so Lute's in fourth. Brian tied actually with Lute in fourth. And then rounding out the playoffs, Chad, sixth
who
place.
I'm playing him this week.
He is a pretty good team.
Yeah, it's a big night in our matchup because he has four starters going
Oh,
pitching tonight. I have three.
oh, that's a lot. That's good.
So I have Gore, Flaherty, and somebody else tonight. I love Mackenzie Gore.
He's he didn't pitch against me. He didn't do that well. So I was
He
thinking,
does. He's just like he. Yeah, he honestly his best start of the year may have been opening day against Phillies still,
13K
but
or something.
he's still been pretty good.
Well, I'm glad for him because he was a top pick traded.
Yeah.
He was a Padre. I think he was in that
Yep.
Soto deal, and then
Hmm.
he just hadn't caught on. Now I think we're seeing the growth in the Nationals. I mean, Mitchell Parker was great for me early. He's not great
Mm.
now, but they're not a good team, but they can still build and grow. They're there. They're better than the Marlins, you'd say, but I don't know.
That's fun to do. That's fun to do too, is look at a trade and then like see all the like tendrils, what that actually set in motion, like
Yeah,
throughout the league.
I mean, Juan Soto alone, two trades, put players in different spots, good players. Like when the Yankees
Yeah.
and
Like I talk about,
Padres.
yep, like Adam and I talked about this, the PCA, the Mets drafted him and they traded him for Javi Baez,
Oh,
and who is rejuvenated playing center field for the Tigers.
you see his walk off the other night too? Was
Yeah.
he part of that five? He might have been on that five.
That was that night. Yep. Yeah, he had two
It
home
was
runs that night.
down two, and he hits a three-run walk-off. That's
Yep.
amazing. My neighbor's a Tigers fan. I could hear him screaming.
They have the best record in baseball, I think, right now.
I wanted to stream a pitcher today, and I was like, nope, he's playing the Tigers.
Yeah. Never did you think you'd utter that sentence. Yeah.
No. Adam and I were talking, and we said usually we'd be like, oh, this pitcher's pitching against the Braves. We don't want to pick him up. Now it's like,
Yeah.
no, we could do that.
That's
Um,
kind of, I think, yeah, that's been my, if I can get a starter pitching against the Rockies, like I picked up Jack Leiter and he had his longest start of the year.
Jack Leiter, Will Lowney.
Jalida.
Um,
Leida.
I always was like, oh, maybe I can pick up a pitcher against the Athletics. Wrong. They hit the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, they're
Um,
sneaky good.
we are running out of time here. We got 10 minutes.
All right. By the way, Adam did send another text that said, so maybe 8:30.
He's, we might, I haven't seen it. I'm not on that text chain.
I don't know who he's sending it to. Maybe he's sending it. I swear it says you're on it, but
Um,
I'll,
what does he think we're doing?
I
Does he
don't
think
know.
we're just sitting there waiting for him? All right, let's
We're
go
just spinning
through.
through.
Let me see if I can pull up these keepers. Oh, wait, let's do
And
Andy
we just
Are
have,
You Okay
and
real quick.
we have to mention, congratulations to Pete Rose. Finally gets to be in the Hall of Fame, but some
Well,
bullshit he had to.
he's got a chance. The
Right.
funniest thing would
Oh,
be if they,
that would be the funniest thing ever.
oh, so
Because
Kevin's not on the list.
okay. Tom.
No, he's in second to last, but beating me this week. Chris has fallen. He was okay, and now he's fallen, so he's in last. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Chris is not okay. Tom, I'm gonna say he's okay. He's always got his spreadsheets. Give him his pitching's good if it performs.
He should
Um,
stop worrying about the roto standings and worry about his team, maybe.
he used to text it to me and then like ask me to like put it in the group, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Looking at Kevin's team, Kevin's top-notch team, it has the crown, the 2024 crown. I was surprised to see him so low. I mean, I guess he's got Mania, Kirby, and Gill on the IL. Lugo's day to day. His pitching's not. I mean, Alcantara, Severino, Chris Ray.
Alcantara is not, he hasn't been as good as he could be, I think.
Yeah, but he's got good batting. I mean, Judge alone, body mass alone. Willie Abreu, Vientos, who's good. Murphy has a home run tonight. Christian Walker's not hitting well. So yeah, I'm gonna say Kevin's okay. No, you don't have to die. Don't throw in the towel yet. But
How many games is he out of the playoffs, though? I don't think
8.
anybody's too, yeah, that's not, you can make that up in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, so even Chris is not. So we'll return to Andy. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's do the Grim
Grim
Keepers,
Keepers.
and I'll try and do this quick. We got
Yep.
7 minutes. Oh, Adam has entered the waiting room. He's got 7 minutes. Hey,
Hello.
What's up?
You have 6 minutes left. We started without you.
Excellent. That's great.
But I'm about to do a segment called The Grim Keepers,
Okay.
if I can find the damn. There we go. All right, so I updated the keeper list and I went through everybody to see who had the worst keepers, for each person. Adam, you once kept Noah Syndergaard,
I see nothing wrong with that, Adam.
Walker Bueller, Julio Rodriguez would probably be the one. You'd probably be like, I don't want it. That's well, who's behind you? What is that background?
Oh, I'm in a restaurant. Sorry.
You're in a restaurant?
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable doing like I told you that it's fun, Mike, but my future in-laws, uh they don't sleep in the same room together, so they're staying at our house, staying in so I have nowhere to stay.
So you
So I'm
went to
going
a
to hang out.
restaurant for this?
Yes.
Well, get your money's worth in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
4 minutes. Yes.
Brian kept, I'm not going to do Brian or Chad. They've only been around. Dan, Testa, Shane McClanahan, who I don't even know, is he in the league?
He's hurt.
He
Tommy
kept
John.
JD Mart. The first year, 2019, he kept JD Martinez, but then he didn't keep anyone for like 3 years after that. Me, I kept Nolan Arenado for 3 years, but that's when he was good, I guess. I had DeGrom. This is nice to look back. Um, so I kept Wander Franco, but it wasn't the bad year yet, so that won't count. But Michael Harris is mine. That would be probably my bad one.
That's tough.
Chris doesn't have a bad one. Okay, here, Chris took advantage of something here. I noticed when I was doing this, he kept Kyle Tucker, didn't keep anyone this year, but then drafted Kyle Tucker. So did he get around that rule?
Smart. I believe so.
True.
Annie, are you okay? Chris is okay. Keith, he kept Christian Yelich for 3 years, but I think that was good. He kept Trevor Story, Bo Bichette. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bo Bichette probably. Kyle, he kept Xander Bogaerts 2 years in a row. Aaron Nola the first year, who was awful this year. One
He's
and
hurt. They
seven.
just put him on the IL.
I like that move. I love how they just
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, it's you
You're
get
hurt.
tanked, you better have an injury. Yeah.
You're hurt.
At least pretend.
Oh, he kept Jazz Chisholm this year. So that one's TBD because he's on the IL
It had a moment with the torpedo bat day, but since then,
against me,
yeah.
because I talk shit.
Have we not mentioned Chris Davis yet to tell him?
We're not to T yet. Going in alphabetical. Tom's just sitting there waiting. Loot, Anthony Rendon, Gene Segura when he was on the Phillies, I think.
Mm.
Ever since then, he's been okay. Yeah, he's done well. But I would say Segura, not in the league. Mike, Giancarlo Stanton, Shane Bieber, but he was good back then. You kept Javi Baez that first year. Do you remember
Oh, I remember.
that?
El Mago. I love him.
You did say potentially Jaron Duran might be your one now.
Yeah. But he was obviously the third out of my three keepers. So, and I think Ellie and Tatis have been pretty good.
Oh yeah, Ellie's great. Patrick, Josh Bell, DJ LeMahieu, Alec Manoa. But
Oh my God, Alec Manoa.
in caps, I have Zach Eflin because that's the one. That one's going to be tough to beat there.
Yeah.
Although he did keep Justin Steele, and then the first first outing, he tore his groin last year, and I remember just being like, "Oh my God." Paul, Paul's always just done well here. I can't even say he has a bad one. I cannot. There's not a bad one. Good for you, Paul.
Good
And we've
job,
gotten to
Paul.
Tom here. Chris Davis with a K. And then yes. Oh, but there's a better. Oh my God, there's a better one. Mike, you mentioned Austin Meadows, which is I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's a better one.
Oh, geez.
Keston Hiura.
Oh my God.
What team? Can you name the team he was on?
Is that the Brewers?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Tom, you know what, Tom? We said you were okay. You're not okay. Andy,
It's
you're not okay.
not okay.
Adam, you have 2 minutes. Give us something.
What I missed?
Everything.
Well, we just did like quick hitters and
I
it
was
went.
uh I was praising your boy PCA a little bit. He went off again today.
Yeah, 6 RBIs, 4 for 5.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Probably the
Um,
third best outfielder this year.
yeah, for real. It's a good pick. Did you guys see the Scooble Bregman stuff?
No, give it to us. You got a minute.
So Scooble was in the dugout and he was like fucking with Bregman. So they're visiting Fenway, and so they're on the third baseline, and he's just like jabbing at Bregman, and Bregman's kind of looking at him like, and they start laughing. So I think Bregman like played it off well, but he definitely was like trying to get in his head. And so then first pitch of their first at bat, he just singled off from second at bat.
Did we lose him?
He froze.
What happened in the second at bat?
This is how we're gonna end every pod. It's gonna be on a cliffhanger.
First pitch.
He's
Third at
lagging.
bat, Greg
Or
takes pitch and the second at bat, he homered off the first pitch. I think.
We
second to
couldn't
bat, he
hear.
homered to the first pitch.
You're
We got it.
lagging. I just hate Bregman, but good for him. All right, we got to go. I'm sorry, it's going to end.
I'm lagging.
I love you
Yes.
all.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Love
that'll
you
go
guys.
well.